In this movie, we're going to take a look at how to perform fit-to-fill editing, which allows us to fit a certain duration of source material into a marked area in the timeline. So I have this clip here of our trusty press with green ink, except it's going really slow. I'll play this. So I think it'd be great to have the entire action of the ink being added to the press during this little short segment. So I'm going to just park on this, select it, and then press F to load the original source clip into the source monitor. So just this tiny little portion is edited into the timeline, but if I put an in and an out around the entire action, you can see that that takes almost a minute, 58 seconds and 5 frames. I'll just mark this clip really quickly by just selecting the track here and pressing X. And so this is only 3 seconds long. So I want to shove 58 seconds into 3 seconds. Well, that's not a problem. I'm just going to act like I'm going to do an overwrite. And the difference here is that I have an in and an out in the source and an in and an out in the timeline. So when I choose to make an overwrite, the period key, you can see that I have this fit clip command here. And before I go into this, I'm actually going to cancel because I want to make sure that I target this correctly. I want V1 to go to V1, so I do want to perform this overwrite. So I'm going to do overwrite, and then I'm going to choose change clip speed fit to fill. And now, when I press OK, it's going to take this entire action and put it in this 3-second segment. And let's play. Not bad. This is a pretty cool little time lapse that we've got now. So this is a really decent little effect that you can use as long as you're not slowing it down too dramatically. Because if you're trying to fit a shorter section of your source into a longer section in your timeline, you can do that. However, if you're bringing it down to something like 10% or less, then you'll probably want to use After Effects to do that instead, since it has a lot more robust speed effect options. But for basic speed changes, this works pretty well. So let's simulate that too. I have Kelly here talking about her clients.
I love that I know there's going to be a printed piece at the end that my client can touch and feel.
Let's say that this is the only piece of B-roll that I have. I see that this is 2 seconds and 6 frames. And let's go ahead and see how long this is. I'll press X. It's 5 seconds and 7 frames. So I want to make this shorter clip fit within this longer clip's duration. So again, I can use fit to fill. I'm going to just patch V1 to V3 here. And again, I'm going to press the period key. And here's our dialog box again. I'm going to choose change clip speed fit to fill. And I'll say OK. And let's take a look here.
I love that I know there's going to be a printed piece at the end that my client can touch and feel.
And now my clip is slowed down, but it's fitting in the area that I want it to. So this can be a really big help sometimes. Fit to fill is a really nice way to work when you need to change the speed of clips, especially when you need to fit a certain action from the source into a specific marked duration in the sequence.